Okay, so tell us about yourselves.
Well, I'm a sophomore here at Penn. I'm in the College of Arts and Sciences, studying neuroscience and Spanish. That's my life for the past 2 years and the next 2 years. And got involved in dancing last year and fell in love with it, so I'm still here. Lindsay?
Okay. And I'm a geriatrician, so I'm a physician that specializes in the care of older adults. I've been practicing at Penn for a little over a year. And I got into dance back when I was a resident at Penn. In 2005, I started salsa dancing after I watched the movie Dirty Dancing Havana Nights, and I fell in love with salsa, and I had to learn it. But we're doing a cha-cha, and this is something completely different that I've never learned before, so it's been really fun.
It's good.
Yeah.
So why did you start dancing, Dan?
Why? Well, it was actually really weird. So I was coming to Penn, and I had to find just something to do. And I was working over the summer, and who did I run into completely by accident, other than our Latin instructor, Vachette. And he's like, hey, I dance on this Penn team or something, and I think you guys should do it because it's lots of fun. And I was like, sure, I'll just give it a shot. So one thing led to another, and that one little conversation led to a whole lot of dancing.
Cool.
Awesome.
So how often do you guys practice?
We try to get in about once a week. I try and balance it with my schoolwork. Sometimes recently we've been trying to get it up to maybe like once early in the week, once later in the week. We've been trying. So as much as we can.
Yeah, and then in between, I practice in my kitchen.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, always in front of the mirror.
Right in front of the mirror.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trying
When
to
you're brushing your teeth.
Straighten my knees.
What's the hardest part about practicing?
Besides finding the time.
Yeah, right? I don't know. I guess it's for me, first time choreographing, it's hard to try and get all this like information that I've learned over the past year into Lindsay in like a couple of weeks. And it's I try and tell her as much as I can, and then she keeps asking for more. And then I'm like, well, it's really hard. And then so eventually, a lot of that stuff it's really difficult to do it in the short amount of time we have.
But Dan did a fantastic job of teaching, but he doesn't realize what an excellent teacher he is.
Yeah, I
It's
can
his first time
tell.
being a teacher, and he's really doing a great job. And if I don't get something the first time, he finds another way to tell me, and then he's told me like 85 times some of the same things that I keep forgetting. So he's been so patient.
It's the same way I learned, so it's good. Just jam it in your head a bunch of times, and you'll get it eventually.
So what's the most fun part about practicing?
Go ahead. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it really it just helps to lift your spirits. Even if I had a stressful day at work, there was one time I was really just very busy and had a hectic day, and we came here and danced, and I said to him after, "Oh, I feel so much better. It was just so much fun for this 1 hour."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really good. It's like the stress reliever. It's
Yeah.
basically I do school and dance, and I don't know. I like it that way.
Yeah, exactly.
What happened in practice that you may not have expected?
I don't know if we have an answer for that.
I don't know. Well, we ended up changing our choreography a lot, but I mean, I guess everyone kind of does that, right? But it was difficult, or what was the question?
What happened?
Most
Any
unexpected.
surprises?
Yeah.
I learned a lot about Lindsay. She always warns me, hey, cover your ears because you're not supposed to hear these things. And then tells
That's
me
for girl
something.
talk, things that men aren't supposed to know.
But then she tells me anyways.
That's true. We were not going to give any more details on video
Yeah,
about
well-
this. What else to say?
Tell us about the style of dance you're doing.
Well, we chose a cha-cha, and I think it's from Cuba, I think. And I don't know why I said that. But yeah, I guess this is pretty much like the first dance you learn when you come into the Latin